It's fine.
All right, let's call this meeting to order at 5:44 PM with roll call. I am here, Vivian.
Here.
Francisco.
Here.
Larry is not going to be here tonight. Jasenia.
Here.
Madeline.
Here.
All right, that's done. Order of business, let's do some deferrals, deletions, additions. I know that, trying to think here. Is there something, I think everything I think is on here. You have anything?
Yeah, I wanted to, request to move up the, update with Officer Amador. Well, I think
B,
it's the first
6B.
one anyway.
6B.
Oh, I'm looking at the old.
6B.
Sorry. Yeah, because he needs to leave, 'cause, you know, for personal reasons, so we could talk about
Where are you gonna?
his stuff first and.
Sure.
And move it up.
So move B to A, move B above A.
You have to make a motion. Yeah, I want to.
I found this out. We make all of our choices for the additions and deletions and then make one big motion.
Okay.
So,
Right.
yeah, we usually do it the other way around. Is there any other additions, deletions?
Yes, I would like to move the Dojo open house, as
Behind Officer Amador?
correct, especially because we have Sensi Francisco here today.
Oh. I was like,
His name is Francisco.
Yes, I'm the sensei.
I was about to say present when I called it. Understand.
I'm the new sensei here of the board.
That's scary. Okay, any other additions, deletions? Okay, with that being said, I motion to move the special needs safety program updates and the dojo open house above the committee report to be done first and second.
6B, and which one's that one?
6B and 6C above A.
6B.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. John, motion, Vivian, second.
So to move it up to 6A, right?
Public comments? I imagine since they're gonna talk, we're gonna put them in the spot, so we're gonna move you into the actual conversation. So you don't have to worry about public comments. There's nobody here, so let's skip public comments.
Is there anything online
No, we don't do online for the committees, just to,
For the comments, you have to.
just for town
Yeah.
council meetings.
I wanted to go.
it doesn't,
No, that's what they said.
Oh,
Besides,
they can't.
besides, we never have anyone
No, but
online.
sometimes they send like.
no.
There's nobody here.
Yeah, we never get any love online.
I like that.
you
It
know,
says there's
nobody-
nobody here.
As long as we don't get hate either, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Okay, approval of minutes, please review the minutes.
You want public comment?
Last time I checked, Isle's not a liaison.
That's an old format.
Yep.
I have to change it, but
Is that necessary to change? Or not?
I mean, it's just to send it, and like, it doesn't have to be like
Okay.
pre-approved, because you're just saying the thing. And then my other, comment was, so you put the motions under announcements. So if you could just like put them under, like, the first one is, regarding like the election for chair, vice chair and all of that.
oh,
If you could just put them like right under, like the bullet point. The first one for 6 old business.
Yeah, do you want all the motions to be moved to the actual?
Yes, the corresponding.
Wait, can we just review them first and then start moving things around?
Yeah.
There's more than, yeah.
No, you can't, Madeline. Stop asking for difficult things.
And then under roll call, it would just be, just make a note that Alexander was absent. Which, you know, but. Maybe.
I don't know if you guys got a chance to look through everything, keep looking through it while I talk. I think the things that I see that need to be adjusted on my end. We gotta change Isle's name to Gabby. We should just remove everyone that was there except and put Alex was absent. Right? And you leave one of these all out. You just want Alex is absent. Alexandra, sorry.
Yeah,
Or her name
unless,
could be there just with
Added?
like absent.
Yes.
you could just put like a
In
little star or
parentheses.
something.
Absent,
Absent.
her name and absent. Since you're starting at the beginning, the date is wrong.
It is?
Yep, January 17, 2024.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, so 2024,
Yeah, I was like, we did it on on January 17th.
I was so focused on the, yeah.
Gabby, Alexandra's name added with absent. It looks like you missed the first person to make the motions on the board members.
Wait, you're still going in order, right? Approval of minutes? It doesn't.
No, but remember it's not a motion, it's a vote, so. No? Oh.
For approval of minutes,
No, for the voting.
Elections.
it's this person nominated this person. And then it would be like, did they accept, and if the board is.
Yeah, and someone nominated each one of us. Well, I think I nominated you.
Yeah,
Whoever is that person that nominated, and then the person who seconded.
I can
And-
send you like the template looking thing, because that's usually when like committees start, and they're just like, they don't. You know how to do that one, so it's not something we do every day.
The approval of minutes doesn't say, unless I missed it. Yeah, it doesn't say who motioned and who, and second, and I guess we unanimously accepted it. And approval is with an L.
What?
A-L, A-P-P,
Where are you at?
and number 5,
Going backwards.
number 5, up, first page.
oh,
A-P-P-R-O-V-A-L of minutes. It doesn't say what we did or who did. Who did what?
So in each one of those cases where there's an emotion, there's the motion of who motioned. There's the person who seconded, and who said yes or no.
I have the second motion, but I never who nominated.
So that's all right, and the same thing applies though for like the approval of minutes, who motioned it, who seconded it, did everyone say yes? If there was any ones who said no, you would also have to include one no and member, et cetera.
On the nose, you have to say who said no. That I.
Then Gabby wanted you to move all the bullet points out of announcements and into its respective places. So the bullet points for elections, the bullet points for the report.
Which the format, I mean, you can follow that same format, but if not, if you prefer to put. Like,
Item,
just do like bullet points, yeah. Like the same information, and then just put like bullet point, order of business, and then enter, and then like indent. And just do it like that.
Very good. Anything else in there, guys?
Jesse. How do you spell your name? I said Jesse. How do you spell your name?
Jasenia, but for short, I usually spell Jessy.
So it's Jessenia.
Yeah, that's my name.
Yesy. That's funny. You put Yesy
Where?
on,
Oh, the last
allocated
bullet point.
funds, no, there's more.
John motion to
Everyone.
allocate,
Everyone that she.
well, someplace you put Jesse, Jesse, and then someplace you put Jesse.
All the ones below painting with a twist.
Yeah,
This
that's probably her
one, this
name.
one, this one, this
Let's
one.
change it.
But you got my name right. I'm happy.
Anything else, guys? I don't see anything else. I motion to approve the minutes with the corrected changes that we've already given Francisco.
Wait a second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes. Did you say aye?
All right,
Okay. Okay, that takes care of the minutes. All right, let's jump in. Special Needs Safety Program, Officer Amador. How are you?
So happy to advise, we have another registry.
all right.
There was another one, but unfortunately they don't live in the town where it is, and
Mm.
yeah, unfortunately we couldn't have them. So that one's in the works now. And the officers continue to advise me when there's a call that they believe maybe I can help with. We had one recent young man at the church. Somebody called suspicious. He might be maybe autistic or maybe has Down syndrome. But I was already advised, I'm gonna meet up with the parents and we're gonna sit down and go over the program so that hopefully they can.
Cause he wasn't in the program.
He's not in the program, and
That would have been a perfect.
right, and that's what I wanna tell him, look, your son is perfect, this is exactly what it's for. So please, sign up.
And thanks for the officers that responded correctly.
Yeah, I got 2 calls from 2 different officers, 2 different days for the same call. Talking about the same person. So by the second one, I told them, oh, I already spoke to somebody else, but that shows me that everybody's,
They're keeping an eye.
yeah, they're keeping an eye. I heard the call, but I couldn't go. And then they called me.
I was gonna give you a call on Sunday, because I went to Publix and I saw this young kid. No older than 25 years old, but he looked like a blank stare. And I was like, he looks lost, but it was like a blank stare that he was like, looked like lost, but like lost in him, like there was no one there. And I was gonna call you, and then my wife was like, should you talk to him? And also I see him grab his phone and starts talking, okay, he's good then.
Maybe he was thinking about something.
But I was like, and the guy he looked like he was like he looked like an older person that has Alzheimer's or dementia, that they have that blank stare on their face. That's what he looked like. I was like, this close, you alright? Good, I don't have to call anybody.
Anything else?
No. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
you.
Oh, I did want to say one quick thing.
Go ahead.
I thought that you were amazing at the workshop.
Oh, yes.
You did such a great job, especially giving all those examples. I really, think that, that made people think twice about joining the program. And I'm hoping that we'll get a couple more that were thinking about it.
And I'm thank you for that, because I felt that maybe I went too technical on the paperwork, but since it was a workshop, I felt like it needed to be done.
Right, no, I thought you did.
By any chance, did somebody contact you about the wording? Or that's still? Remember the application? They had to fix the wording and the attorney mentioned it on the packet. front
Oh,
page.
to change the law.
It's on
Add-
law.
add
Chapter
the-
119.
To add no, I haven't talked to
Oh, yeah.
Kobiela yet. I mean, he knows because we spoke about it
Mhm.
before the workshop, we were talking about it. But we haven't talked again about actually doing it. Would you be the one, would they be the ones to redo the paperwork?
So it would be to run it by him. If he says, just type this, maybe he doesn't want to edit it.
Okay.
It's our department,
Oh,
but just so he
The
can,
verbiage.
yes. Approve it before,
okay, so if I'm,
because if we do it and then we do something wrong, or that it's,
okay, so I'm gonna talk to him and then tell him, let's go for it. Draft something up, and then whatever they draft up is gonna be a final because it's legal, and then you guys can. Okay.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Up next is our dojo open house.
For your charger. La conecto.
Are we?
Have a great day.
First, and then having speak?
I understand it's been postponed.
Yes.
Why?
I just found that out 5 minutes ago. I don't know. Oh, God. That's what happened.
Okay, so
Join me, Toti?
Yeah, 1 hour.
No, I'm confused, it's okay. Maybe simple as hair or no hair.
Yeah, we can look like brothers.
Before these first, we,
Jesse can explain and then like.
okay.
in response to John's question.
Okay, so basically, we had our meeting, we voted like towards the end, if you remember, it was like, okay. And in my mind, it was pretty much set, we just needed the dates, but realistically speaking, there's a lot more to it. And there should have been more of a discussion towards it or about it. So it was brought up and I mean, we haven't done a flyer, we haven't promoted, we haven't, we voted for it and everything great, but like, it's just stayed right there, so. I let Sensei know right after our meeting, I'm like, oh, the open house is this day, we're gonna start this day, I was like, that's it, I was set, we're good. But, I mean, come today, so that, we still don't have like everything in place and there's, I think, still questions and just wanna make sure that everything is good because I guess I saw it more kind of like the workshop where it's kind of like, okay, we have the date, we kind of set this up, order the food, we're good to go. This is bigger than that. And when we did the dance classes, we were all involved in the sense of like the voting, but not like the logistical part of it, I think. I think Vivian was more part of that. And I wasn't aware of all the ins and outs and still I'm not 100% yet. So I think there's still too many things up in the air. And I had asked Sensei Francisco if he could come today. So whatever questions we have, to kind of like hopefully we can hash it out.
Find out, okay.
And then the other thing is that too, we've been talking about it for over a year and a half. So it's like, there's things that we voted on that I'm like, are there things we need to revote, motion again? And then there's things that we've spoken about, we voted for, but then there's suggestions and there's, you know what I mean? Like, there's been too much talk and I think we kind of have to like, okay, let's conclude, bring it, and then set.
Okay.
Can I say something?
No.
Okay, yeah, I just want to give my experience with the way we started the dance class. Because, okay,
I just have one comment,
yeah,
general comment, because that's up to you to decide. So, there is an agreement. It hasn't been, executed yet. The only thing that they need from us are the dates and times of the open house and the actual class. They said that the rest of the stuff is like just between staff. I'm not sure if they'll have to contact you, Sensei. But that's what I was.
Because I'm the guy who's gonna be the.
Of course, but I don't know if it's like amongst like the department or what it is exactly. They just said it was,
I can share my 2 cents from experiences with other municipalities in implementing the programs. And it does drive into the logistics part of it. It doesn't just happen like magically. It doesn't just happen by Wi-Fi. A lot of logistical work behind it. And it's not complicated. It's just simply dotting the i's and crossing the t's. The SNAB or Emirates has a database of special needs population. I can do marketing, but it takes a long time. And I didn't know I was going to do the marketing if I was going to do the marketing, because then that takes, I should have been doing it since It takes a lot of time. But you already have the ready-made population, and the goal was to always channel part of that population who might be interested and might be applicable, people with autism, Down syndrome, anyone with special needs that would be willing to try a no-contact martial arts program for the benefit of everything, their quality of life, all these things. Then from that, I understood it was going to be at the Senate on the 154th, 87th Avenue and over there, but then Roberto something sent, but then it wasn't. Now it's going to be here, which is great. I just location specifics. And again, that's where it's at. In order to build things like a flyer. I just put this together with some basic information to share, because obviously without information, people just, what's going on, what is happening? And then you're running it for 3 programs and nobody shows up, and you wonder why it's not happening, why it's not having an engagement with the community. And the success we've had in IDEA and other places is that their programs engaging with our program to drive the kids to try this. And once they engage and they try it, not all of them like it, because not all of them are engaging, but when they do, they engage. I have one of your residents that has been in my program since we started in 2018 in IDEA. With the pilot program, he had just simply been like driven into it, and it's solved so many of his problems with posture, control. His mother, wherever I go, where are you gonna be? Where are you gonna be? And my goal is to run these programs year round. The simple reason is autism doesn't expire, special needs do not expire, they do not take a pause. Well, that's how to take a vacation, and my wife is like Friday, she had a surgery, so I canceled classes, things like that. I'm always teaching a class. I teach classes from Monday to Friday in different places for different reasons. And my goal is to bring to Miami Lakes a class that is not just martial arts for competition. I have many, many friends who can offer that, and they're really, really awesome. And they drive actually the population of the US national karate team. 70% of it is from Miami or from South Florida. So we have a wonderful channel into not just the regular karate program, but the para karate program at the USA Karate Federation. So that's a big goal. We had a meeting with the president of the USA Karate on the turn of the year about that, about saying, look, we have, the way I look at it, it's not just for competition. I don't look at that for competition anymore. Been there, done that, but I'm more than 60. But I use it for my therapy, my well-being, my quality of life, my sanity. I have 3 kids. I have a wife with 2 cancers on her, and life goes on. And you have to remain calm, remain in control of your faculty. Otherwise, it drives you into stressful situations, and you lose control of your situation, whether it be because you drive yourself into substances, behaviors, whatever. Regardless, everyone needs a measure of control and respect to live in a society, to live in a community. What we try to do is bring martial arts and translate what people think martial arts are. Sure. Yeah. But when you're able to actually drive peace of mind through meditation, exercise your demons because your anger, you don't want to scream at your kids, you don't want to scream at your spouse, but maybe if you just exercise with deep breathing exercises, you will burn so much stress. Little things that help anyone. This is not for athletic people, it's for 9 to 99 years old in any physical shape. The goal is to use martial arts as a quality of life driving tool. And anyone can do that. If you have 2 hands, 2 feet, you never have 1 hand. Doesn't matter. You have a head and you're alive, you can do martial arts. Because a lot of it has to do with visualization. Think of it, how many things are you worrying about right now? I'm sure it's more than 1. All those things are not happening right now. They're just visualizations in your mind. They're not really happening right now. We're here in this meeting right now. Nothing's happening. Everything's great here now. So those worries are a choice. I teach my kids to take that tray of worries, flip them over, and load the other side with positive visualizations. When we do meditation, I drive them to do that. And sometimes I open my eyes ahead of time and look at them. And suddenly you see them grinning. Looking like you do when you're thinking, you know they're looking somewhere in their minds, and they're wondering in their own minds. And these are autistic kids that don't need me to do that. They already have a wonderful, incredible universe in their minds. But they're choosing to engage with me, and they're enjoying what we're doing. That is the driver, enjoyment. These classes are meant to be fun. These classes are meant to be engaging. They don't get hit. They only hit me. They never hit each other. No one hits them. They're always driven into a safety environment for them to feel comfortable exploring, asking questions. How do I move? Why do I move like this? Trying out their potential. Because in the end, if you leave them alone, what happens with a person with any kind of mental disability? You eventually see them isolating, shrinking, until they become a person that has to be put in a place. You lose independence. Like I tell the people that teach Tai Chi at health centers, it's like when you're unable to have locomotion. As soon as you require a cane, and then a walker, and then a chair, your life gets smaller and smaller and smaller. You depend more and more and more on things or people. Here, it's all psychological dependence. They depend on their parents. So legally, when they're 18, it's a relative term. When they're 26, it's another incredibly stressful threshold for parents and for them. They're happy. They don't know what's going on. But society knows. They're alone at 26. If their parents have passed away and they have no control, they're a prey to the system. How the system might react to them. So this has really become to me, a life-saving mechanism to give them control and respect.
Which is exactly what we want you to share at the open house.
Okay.
Because what we've already done here, at this particular point is we've already approved the program and we've already approved the funding that we said we were gonna provide. For the program of what we have messed up on, because it's been a long time waiting for Parks and Rec to tell us that it's been approved. Is knowing when to actually start the program. We wanted to ramp it up and get it going as soon as possible. I think at this particular point, that maybe it would be better if we push it off. And start it with an applicable amount of time to actually do an open house and to do an actual kickoff. And to have an opportunity to start registrations for these
Relevant to this next question. In a open house, because I can design an open house for however you like it. You want just a presentation, a demonstration, a presentation, demonstration, and a speech or something, exactly to drive to what kind of audience? Will it be parents? Will it be city officials? Will it be who exactly?
It's gonna be
all the
parents.
above.
It's gonna be
Okay.
parents and people that want to sign up for the program.
Okay.
The idea is we're introducing everybody to what the program is going to be. The open house is an introduction to the program before you've signed up for it.
Is it verbal? Do I have access to a screen? Because I have
You
presentations.
can
now,
have
all
whatever
kinds of
you want to
materials.
do, whether you want to do screen, you want to do an actual presentation.
Gotta bring dancers from Japan.
Yeah, you can do it, and whatever you want to do, this is your space to do it, because you're gonna be doing it in the space where you're gonna be doing the program.
Okay.
What we were gonna do is provide, refreshments and food for those who can't come. A prime example, we've had several of these for the, Arts for Autism program. And they had one in that center last year that we were at, where they had a couple of tables with some information. Audrey did a speech, talked about why the dancing program is so important. Thank you for all the people that have been there. The idea is just, it's like a networking event meets presentation.
And time, allocation, how much time would you like me to
We have
use?
about an hour. I think was it an hour? Yeah, it's an hour.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, because I'm just, no offense, we're trying to speed it up a little bit. Is it going to be a Canal One karate do for special needs, not the Tai Chi?
I offer both because you have both populations. Parents, it's a wonderful tool to involve them because sometimes depending on the space and the allocation of time, one class is karate and that's for the kids with autism or special needs. Tai Chi is one of the things that I haven't stopped using for almost 20 years because it's how I manage my stress.
So is it a combination?
It's-
The
for
one,
example-
the program that we're gonna be
For the special needs is the karate.
just karate,
Yes.
okay. Were you done by any chance?
Oh, if you want me to stop, I can.
Yes,
Essentially, I've written out
in here in my mind, so let's see, you've written out what needs to be on flyer. I've written out here on what needs. to
No,
be on flyer.
I need to see what has been approved and more
What
information.
was approved, what you had submitted was, I
A
think,
contact list of karate do special needs class. Got that.
yes, it was a contact list karate
We now have a where.
and a date.
Oh, you scared me.
So
we
you,
now have, Gabby, we now have a where,
you sent her.
You sent it,
right? We now have a where, and it's gonna be on Mondays.
Yes, so we can, I think it should be fine to stay with Mondays, 4:30 to 5:30. You just need to actually set the date for the open house.
You said it's Mondays, 4:30.
But
And
there's,
then-
I have some questions about that. That's why I'm going to steps. We don't have an agreement, but we will have an agreement,
We have a contract, this just hasn't been signed,
correct?
Yes.
because the detail, there's some.
But they're
details-
telling us we can go ahead.
Yes, the only thing is that for the open house, this conversation needs to happen, so we have more details to promote it, make a flyer, all of that. Registration is something else that you need to discuss.
That's next on my list.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mondays
what
at
would be the
4:30.
try,
Mondays at 4:30,
4:30 to 5:30,
so,
so one.
sorry, but you.
the class?
Correct.
Right. So when it comes to the open, this is the first time, especially for me, we don't know the stats and the details because we don't. We, well, and like Jesse, mentioned that on the last meeting, we said open house today, but then it was, whoa. What are the steps? What about registration? With Audrey, it was completely different. It's a different scenario. So that's why if we can't move forward until we have an open house, we also need to know the logistics. Who's responsible for registration? How do we get the registration? Getting it out there, I know it's town, once we decide to open house. Now, the open house is supposed to happen way before the classes start? Or can it start the week before? You know what I'm saying? Because we
I
have to have time. Because we need time in the process. Now, also, I was under the impression that we wanted to get this done, those 10 classes to be done before summer.
Yeah.
So that timeline is cutting it short. How much time before the classes start should we have the open house? To allow enough time for all the registration, opening it up, promoting it. Maybe that's something someone else can tell me.
If I can share something, because somebody shared already a timeline with us, who may have gone through the thought process of this, and from what I understood, no, I'm not saying that I should be, I'm saying, from what I understood, we were gonna have the open house Monday, like the 12th of February, and begin classes the 4th of March, so have like 3 weeks for people to percolate, share,
Right,
whatever.
but
I'm not saying to happen now, I'm saying if you do it like that, like the beginning of 1 month and start the beginning of the following month, you would have those 2-3 weeks for people to talk
Right,
and
which
share
would have been-
information.
awesome if we had all the information. We didn't have all the complete
What
information,
information?
as in who's doing registration. And if the open house is the start of the registration, then
That's not our department. We don't do the registration. I mean, Audrey does all of her registration.
So
that's why. That,
When we
how
set
can
up,
we have an open house?
no. The open house is to
Without-
welcome people to the program, but the agreements and all of the programs that we've agreed to, that's all self-contained. Because it's not the board running these programs, the board providing the funding for the programs. So like for Arts for Autism, we fund Arts for Autism, they manage this whole thing. And we held an open house for them by getting them the space and sponsoring their open house. That's what we do, because the board can't manage it, we're not allowed to, it's not our position, we would have to
Right,
actually run this whole
I'm not
thing.
stating managing it. I'm
So
stating.
they
we-
can't manage it either, they can't manage, they're not supposed to have the registration or anything, that's all supposed to be on Sensei's end.
If I may, we have forms already set up, we do it electronically, people with through Eventbrite, when they register, we can just simply customize an Eventbrite page to the specs of the program here, so when they register here, you get a list of. so we do it, and we've been doing it. that
That's
way.
what we needed the clarification.
Yeah,
Who's
that's-
doing
But you see,
registration?
these things come open house, there's gonna be people that hopefully will wanna
Will wanna
register already on the spot, so we didn't have that yet. So if we would say, okay, let's go Monday, wait, like, we didn't
And
have.
we
all
haven't
those things
promoted
in.
it. We haven't
That's
paid.
why I said when we were sitting here, I thought everyone, that's what I said, don't you guys think the 12th is too early? And you're like, well, it's not, if we do. it,
Cause
we can't do
supposedly we
6.
had it all, like, I don't know if you get what I mean, like with the workshop, we voted for it, we reached out, well, Vivian and you reached out to the speakers, Amador, you know, I don't know, it was. The process
It's a
was a
different-
lot
yes.
easier, because it's a one-day thing, one and done, we're good. Here, there's a contract, there's, you know, a lot more steps to it, and more people
And
involved
who's
too.
responsible for what?
Because now Parks and Rec is involved with the workshop, it's
Yeah,
a one-day thing.
that's right.
So I think that was the part that we were missing,
So I have a question for you, Sensei. Has Parks and Rec Department been communicating with you? At all,
I
or?
was speaking to Manny, but then usually I speak with her due to the fact of get a reply, we're quick to reply to
Right.
each other, and some other contacts are not as quick to reply, so.
something that I can say about Sensei, I remember one time Gabby reached out to me. And she said, oh, Manny has been trying to reach out to Sensei. I reached out to Sensei, he replied right back, and he even showed up to one of the parks and he met with Manny, like, it wasn't a meeting per se, but he went and he's like,
So we're
I'm
trying
here.
to chase each other by email until we say no.
yeah,
Just-
so
I
he's
come
like,
through and I
let me
went
just
through
show
him, it's like,
up.
are you gonna be there that day? I'll
Yeah.
stop by, and I met him and I talked to him, I was like, what do we need to do? Because in the end, it's, season, but in the eyes.
Yeah, so I think this is the part that hasn't quite like, it's been like a lot of people and kind of, I don't know.
The plan.
But now I think, okay,
If I
so,
may, and just simply share this, because I've been involved in different industries, and when you do project management, it's very simple, very straightforward. What do we need? When do we want to do it? And who's involved? In this case, you're making it very clear, registration, documentation is on me, no problem. I have the templates, I'll share them with you, so you can, any wording that needs to be changed or whatever, or that's not allowed, you tell me, and I'll adjust the form, or you tell me this form is okay to use.
we have the
or-
proposal that you had sent, so
Okay.
do we need an updated proposal?
No, but just like,
Is the updated proposal?
Okay.
I
no,
don't
that's a
know.
proposal, but it's not the registration form. I have templates for everything.
No, I
but
don't
again,
have that.
So again, I'll share all these things with you. I'll share other things are in my YouTube channel for what the program is about. But as far as templates, forms, it's very simple. It's just the release, the waiver, the registration form with straightforward
And you
information.
have all of that.
I have all of that. I'm gonna
Okay,
email you right now.
Something
I know,
else
but
that,
I think he needs to share, like, we're no one to be approving those forms.
No,
like
you give it to
somebody
your
from
legal
the
and they say,
town
no, this language is okay,
has
and
to
they can
approve.
sign this and just. do
Right.
this,
How
or
does
don't
it
ask
work?
them this
no,
or
I don't
whatever.
think we
That
need
was
to do
supposed
that
to
because
be done.
Communicate,
There
That
we
was
go.
supposed to be done by Parks and Rec.
That's what
They,
I'm saying.
they already
and-
said that they did it. They didn't do
Who's
it.
responsible for it?
So I would reach out to Parks as they've been reaching out to you. I mean, from what they're telling me, they don't need absolutely anything except the dates. That the rest of it is on their end.
Okay, so then okay, now I do have a question because this is something that we did speak about and it's on there. That you need someone to be with you.
Right.
You had mentioned that.
NDA.
And they,
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, that person, because we had agreed that we would pay for that, but it would be you managing that part, like it won't be.
While they're there for an hour, the RBT, most likely,
RBT, yeah.
RBT, will be there, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
but I'm
same.
saying that's something that you're gonna.
Yeah, I'll tell them what to do and how to
Okay,
help me
okay.
and.
No,
all
because
right.
that was
And
something
that's
that was
someone
kind
you-
of up in the
you
air.
Are going to provide,
and then
or locate, or find.
you were supposed to find that person or
I
who
didn't know that,
choose.
but I can look for, I have sources to find them, but I didn't know I had to do that, but.
The thing is, Alexandra, once upon a time, I don't know if you guys remember, she had said, oh, I can help with that, and that kind of stayed in the air. That's why I said, there's a lot of like
There's a lot of
things that were spoken.
Yes.
So this is like, okay, all right, so that would be something then, okay, now, what would be the going rate for that? So we can, because I think we need to, I don't know if we need to vote already. I know we voted
on it.
before for the amounts. So how does, okay,
We,
Personally, I'm sorry,
go ahead.
personally, for me to feel comfortable, I'll put it on me. I like to know what we're doing, how we're doing it, who's responsible for what. ahead before we say, okay, because as we found out, registration, it's been so long, we need to revisit who's doing what.
Okay.
That's why I'm so happy he came today,
Yes.
because that's a perfect question.
No, too many details, too many.
Too many missing
Okay,
details.
so
Let's walk
What
through
do
the
we
day
need?
of what happens when somebody comes in. Are you registered? No, I'm not. Well, here's a form you can fill out, your parents can fill out, and you can't walk into the space until you have this, because that gives us.
And we have a cap for the number of people that are gonna be in the
Exactly.
program.
Okay, so I
There's
think,
It's, what was it, 8, 10 people?
It was 10.
the space.
Right?
It was 10
yeah, we
people.
said
Yeah.
between 8 and 10,
Yeah.
but yeah. I've been trying to get the school calendar,
Oh, I had to Google something else.
thank you, because I can't.
I was gonna suggest, look, we've got lots of things to talk about in this, but I was gonna suggest that we do open house March 4th and the program starting March 11th. Because there's 3 reasons for that. Number one, it lets us put it in our report next week to town council, so they know about it and can start promoting it. Number 2, it gives us time to create a flyer that does speak about the open house and how you can learn about the program and sign up at the open house, or go to the website to find more and sign up with him on his website. And March 11th puts you in a position where you can take off the Monday of Easter Monday and still be finished by the end of May. If we start any later than that, you're gonna end up in June.
Any later than March 11th.
Mhm.
Yes, that's my calculations.
Because there's 1 week of spring break in there. I'm not counting that
Oh,
one, because
me neither.
people can do that one,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
eat the week.
And anyway,
Easter week, and I
community
expect that.
centers might,
Sometimes they have spring break programs or.
yeah, no, I take
things
it back,
like
I take
that.
it back, it's not a holiday.
Okay.
Still, if
so-
we had to cancel spring break Monday and Easter Monday, it still puts us at the very last weekend of May.
Usually
Yes.
the way that the karate program that we have is when there's no school, there's no, a lot of times it's like that, because it's considered a holiday, unless it's a parent, like a teacher family, then it's.
I mean, if we needed to, we could fall into the first week of June, which all the schools are still in session here anyway.
When is school over?
June
Second week of June,
6th. No, the first week.
or the end of the
Yeah.
first week.
The
So,
first 3 days.
but I'm saying,
Until the first week.
if we don't start the program on March 11th, it will go into summer.
Correct.
So if the easiest thing to
And
do
that's
is start it on the
including-
11th,
Not doing it for spring break.
or Easter. Monday.
Now, is it better to
We
do
don't
March,
have Easter Monday off.
No, it's Easter Monday. I mean,
do you mean Easter or do you mean spring break?
no, it
Because-
says on the calendar, Easter Monday.
Easter
a holiday.
Sunday,
Because keep in
I've
mind
never
that
heard of
sometimes
Easter Monday.
I'm not
It's a
off.
federal holiday.
Sometimes spring break.
No,
is-
it's
or
not.
no.
No, it's,
It said right here, was the.
Easter Sunday is a
Oh.
federal, well, not a federal, it's
It's a holiday.
observed. I'm sorry, I'm a teacher. I'm not off.
no, no.
I would love it, but I'm not.
What we need to see though is, because remember, sometimes
I sent it to you.
spring break doesn't always land the same week of Easter.
Well, my spring break is the week before.
It's happened,
Our
but it's not
spring break is
Easter.
the week before Easter.
That's why, okay, so now, would it be better to do open house March 4th and then the week right after start? Or
Mhm.
try to do the open house sooner to give time
We don't
for
have the
people
ability,
to sign up?
we don't have the ability to do it early. What we should be doing right now is promoting it and encouraging people to sign up. So we could do, if you want, and I'm not opposed to this, you and I could do a video on a phone. We could just do a quick video and talk about a program, and then I could give it, we can put it online and have the town share it.
Because what I thought, sorry,
Also, it will be amazing if we could have a flyer ready to hand out at the painting with the twist event, that there's gonna be 50 participants that could possibly,
So if we
Some
can
of
get
them
our
be
act together on
interested.
this right now, we could have a flyer. Because there needs to be 2 different flyers. You have your flyer, this is your flyer. The flyer we need is an open house flyer and an informational flyer about the program. Our flyer would be from the town that says the special needs safety, sorry. The Special Needs Advisory Board welcomes Sensei Francisco and the Dojo program with a grand open house on March the 4th. Come learn about how to join our program. There's limited space available. For more details, here's his website. And here's the location to this. That's it. That's all it needs to have. and our logo, your logo, and his logo.
Okay,
I disagree.
I'm just gonna
Sorry.
throw, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
throw this out there. What if, and I'm just throwing this out there, the open house is the 26th. And then we start the classes the 11th to give us those 2 weeks for them, because I think, I mean, I don't know, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if 1 week is too close. Do you remember how it was with Audrey? Was it?
I agree with the 2 weeks. Not the 1 week.
So we have 2 for 2 weeks, 1 for 1 week. What about you two?
I just wanna make
The
sure.
longer
I
we
don't think
have-
what make, I
Yeah.
don't think a week is gonna make a difference, whether it's 1 week or 2 weeks.
The other thing
Because
is
we gotta
we
promote it.
gotta make sure that the youth center, well, the youth center is open, because they've already reserved it, so it should be there.
Well, we had it reserved for the 12. Oh, you mean for the classes?
Yeah,
Yeah, it should, I mean,
It should be fine because you're still sticking to Mondays.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And there's an email with Matt.
If you guys wanna do the 26th, that's fine with me too. I don't care, but you've gotta start the classes on the 11th. If you don't start,
no later.
we'll be in trouble.
I agree.
Did you count Memorial Day?
No,
I did.
but I mean, I looked at the calendar based as if there was at least a 2 or 3 off days possible. Which, that's why I said it put us right in the first weekend of June, or first week of June, which is basically the end of school anyway. I mean, if you wanna start March 4th, because we do the opening house on the 26th, I don't care. You guys are in the impression that it's gonna
Memorial Day
take
is the
2
following
weeks to
Monday
get
after
people
the
signed
class.
up.
I'm just saying, it's
I know.
an idea.
And
I
last
don't
class
know.
would be
I don't know.
May
What
20th.
do you think would be
What?
better?
Doesn't it matter this
People are
year?
busy, and sometimes what we think it takes
Oh,
us
you
a
mean the
day or
class
two,
prep.
and I think people a day or two to get started, 5 days go by because X happened, and then you catch up to that errand 6 days later. So it's reasonable to understand people are human beings and they're imperfect. So our scheduling and logistics is always gonna find the way to mess up. So we give them 2 weeks, it's only in benefit. There's nothing detracting
No,
of the experience for giving more time. Give them 1 week, and people don't have time to sign up, oh, never mind.
I'm assuming that when you hand out those flyers at the beginning of the choice, it's gonna fill up immediately.
Yeah.
now, if
That's
we're
great.
thinking like that, then, I mean, it'll give, cause either we promote more the open house, or, I don't know if you get what I mean. Either we give more time to promote, okay, this is when we're having our open house. Or we give I don't know
No, now that you're saying that, I have an idea. Let's go with what Madeline said. Let's do it on the 26th. And start the classes on the 11th. Because then at the Painting with a Twist, our flyers can promote that we have the open house. Come learn and sign up.
When, now on that, when are we opening registration?
Open house.
I would say the day of open house.
They'll go with the house, I'll have a stack of papers, and they can do it online, they can do it without.
And I would register more than 10 people. I would register 10 people and a couple
And
more.
go wait list, and go wait
list,
list.
yeah.
Because if we get 20 people that sign up, then we could easily say how popular this is. We could easily add a second time.
But we have to give it a chance, see how many actually
Of
show up.
course. I'm not saying like,
Yeah.
oh, well, there's 10
Go
and that's
sit,
it.
you
We're
know,
done.
once and go,
Which that's, did we ever talk about like charging, like a registration fee or something?
No, we were gonna charge $10 per week. Per student. Wasn't that what we said? $10 per week
I
per
know that's
student?
what-
No,
I
that's
remember.
part of the, a
Remember
year and a half.
so long.
It's
That's
been a
the
while.
whole thing that you guys
We keep
mentioned.
sticking
I
10
think
students,
If
10 weeks.
anything,
We're-
in my opinion, if anything, I think it would be $10 to register, in my opinion. Cause I think that $10 a week for some parents might be, even though it may not sound like a lot, you're talking about $40 to $50 a week. So personally, I think if anything, it would be the $10 just to register. And then something that I had thought about as well, of course, this is something to speak on. I think we have the money for it, at least now that it's the pilot program. Even donating the geese for, the first, for the first students, because I think it ranges like $60.
Once I know how many people I have, right now, I have about a dozen geese that I have from last year's programs that I got donated about 50 geese. and I'll just give them, because
Oh, okay.
look, a key is not expensive, $35 and you can get a $200 key, but you don't need it. Essentially, this is one of the most frugal programs there is, perhaps except soccer. But nowadays soccer balls are expensive too, so this is very, very cheap. And the idea is you bring your kid, you wear their uniform, we are more than happy to find people who can donate uniforms. Because they believe in what we're doing, and we believe in what we're doing, so we don't want
I
them
think it
to
would be
burden the
nice.
parents. My goal is to
Yeah,
not burden the parents financially at all if possible. Why? Because they struggle already with life challenges on a daily basis. And nobody recruited them. They're just here.
Yeah,
Just
but
like-
I agree with Jesse.
since it's our
I'm
first,
sorry,
it's
registration,
the
yeah, but
pilot
on a weekly
program,
running
I
basis,
think
it's hard.
I think it would be like nice, and it's something that we can say, we started this program, and we, and then
Because
moving
remember,
forward, those uniforms can,
like events that we've done in the past, it's free, no one registers.
yeah.
So if we do extend our
Yeah.
registration,
But if
people that will come in,
Right.
it's people that will be motivated to come
If
every
we do a
week.
$10 registration, who's collecting the money?
That's what I was gonna mention.
I
don't think we should charge.
I don't think.
It's
we can.
okay, I honestly, I don't, if we don't, I'm fine with it.
But what we could do, and we could ask legal to put this together. for
But
us.
the
We
$10
could have
will be
a-
out of through registration on his side, not on our side.
Oh, that's right, it would be on your.
So let's do away with that. I don't have a problem doing away with it at all. I mean,
To be honest with you, I would look forward to not charging registration, but simply subject them to the fact that because there might be a wait list, you get a chance to have maybe 3 to 5 absences, and then
Yes.
your kid gets bumped because we need.
Yes.
I think rules are.
yes,
better.
I think that, yes, I
We
agree.
promote.
Because I'm gonna say you do a rule for missing classes, and then you do a rule for the donation of the outfits. That if you only attend one or twice and you take an outfit home and you don't return it, you're gonna get charged. Because I mean, that's a loss, and then come the entire time, then you're allowed to keep it for free.
Okay,
Or, something we could do, the ones that go through the class, we can give them one later and maybe just loan them one at the beginning.
You can make all these loans.
Once you give it to them, that's there.
You know what? We just give it to them and that's
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
start
yeah,
it.
my
Let's
picture.
not complicate things. We're
We'll
complicated.
just burn them on
I'm sorry.
social media.
Yeah,
so
okay.
if you don't mind, I wanna discuss. Cause we keep going off in different directions.
Let's
And
finish
we're-
one point,
Yes, so registration is gonna be done with you.
yes.
Now, we need a flyer, and you're saying open house.
Open house one.
Why can't we have an open house / information about the,
We're
All
not
in-
providing the system. We're not providing the program. He has to create the flyer for the program. He can give the flyer to Gabby and Gabby can have the town promote it on social media. But the flyer for the program comes from him because it's his program, it's not ours.
okay, but what I'm saying is, with the open house is, here's a new program, go to his website. That's just a piece of paper saying, here's a new program. Some kind of summary of what the program
Well,
is,
my goal is
not
that,
necessarily a one page, which there's a lot of errors and misinformation that we have to, of course, or he has to, of course, fix it along, you know what I'm saying? Like the flyer has to include what the open house is for, a summary
I
of,
expected that.
yeah,
That's what I was saying. It was good. It needs to be, the basic bullet points is open house.
What, when, where?
Yeah, what, who,
What
what,
it
why,
is,
when,
yeah.
where. That's what it is.
And I think like karate, contact list, karate
a
for,
summary.
yeah.
Summary of
yeah,
what
like a
it is.
little- yeah.
Right.
I don't think it needs that much explanation, in my opinion.
I would just say a basic wording. of what it
Exactly.
is.
Right.
Non-contact
Two,
karate
maybe three
program for
sentences,
those
yeah.
with special needs.
Yes,
Come to the open house and learn more. If you want to
That's
leave
it.
out the website, you can. leave
and
out the website.
register,
And,
up to our open house
and
and
just so you know,
register.
I brought that full of most likely errors, yes.
I know
So you
everything.
can-
No, it's everything.
No, so you can tell me what not to put, what I can put, because obviously, I don't know.
We can
What
give you
your,
suggestions.
approval
So
is, but-
the flyer is gonna cover basically what it is.
Now, who's gonna do the flyer?
that was gonna be my.
That
next
flyer
question.
is our flyer. This is our open house. for
No, I know,
them.
no, what I mean is who as in us from here, like me, I don't know how to do that, I don't
It's
know.
Jonathan that does that.
Yeah, it's town.
Right, but somebody needs to.
Who gives her
request
the
it
information?
And tell him what to do.
I'll write an email.
Tell him
tonight.
what to put in it.
Or what is specs, and these specifications, build their flyer.
Cause the best
Yeah.
thing is to get this done, hopefully, I know I'm pushing it, but tomorrow or Friday, so we can
Yeah.
already promote it.
Yes, we can promote it.
And we can give it at the painting with a twist.
At the dance class and at the painting with a twist.
I mean, the painting with a twist is next week, but at least so we could start promoting it within the town already.
I'll
Give us
send,
time.
I will send, what we just discussed, give me, hold on.
Yeah.
Give me those bullet points, let's go through them real quick, okay? The who, what, why, when, and where. Again, I'll get to that in a second. All right, so who is Dojo program? What is the official name of this program?
Dojo of Exceptional
Exceptional
Wellness. It's actually, the name of it is Wellness and Martial Arts. It's the name of the program. The
Wellness
foundation
and
is
martial
called
Wellness.
and Martial Arts. The foundation is called Dojo of Exceptional. Inc.
So the who is the Wellness and Martial Arts program by the Dojo of Exceptional Arts, presented by the Special Needs Advisory.
Mhm.
Okay. What, it is a non-contact karate program for.
Karate and Tai Chi, right?
No, we're not
No,
doing karate. Yeah.
Right.
Is, what was the age?
Or
I was
the
gonna
special
say,
needs for ages between 9 and 99.
no, but I thought we were gonna cap it, no?
I mean, that's up if you want to, sure.
Then you can put for all, for people with special needs of all ages.
I thought we said
Well,
But
no.
then they might send you
No,
3-year-old kids,
yeah.
and that's a
teens
different.
and adults with special needs.
Yeah,
Okay,
cause we
that's fine.
said we wanted to kind of do it more geared towards like, not too young, like
Yeah.
teenagers and.
That's what I want.
Teenagers and like adult. like
Teens
young
and adults with special needs.
Why don't just.
Where is the youth center?
Miami Lake Driveway South, I think it is.
When it's going to be February.
Say it, Like
26th.
10 and up. 10
10 and up.
Does 10 and up sound good or do we up it?
Francisco Dojo, see, there's two Dojo.
Dojo of Exceptional.
No, Francisco Dojo is 10 years old and adults.
Francisco
Is
Dojo.
that good? Because there's a Francisco, so if
Oh,
I say
I
Francisco.
Don't say something.
Oh, okay.
Sensei, thank you, Sensei,
Okay.
so 10 and, did you say adults?
I don't know the age.
10 and
We're
up,
gonna do
is
it.
that good?
If we're gonna focus on adults, we might as well do 14 and all.
That's why I said teens and up. You just
Yeah.
cover the whole thing. That's
Exactly,
12 to,
because
that's 12.
Technically, and basically, just, the foundation has the policy of 9 to 99, and that's not gonna change. Where you can tailor it to your population, say teens and adults, no problem. That falls within the breadth
I
of 9 to
think
99.
You
Teen
need
and
to
the other adults.
put an actual age, 12 and
Yeah.
up, or because,
Okay, 12 and up. okay?
yeah,
But we're gonna say teens and adults, because that's a highlight, the people read, when they read, they're reading for a highlight, they're not
Yeah.
reading for specific
A
information.
number you have to figure out, but a teen, it's 13. 12 is not a teen. 13 is 13, 12 is not a teen.
not everybody thinks teens, they look at it, that's why if you put 12 and up, they know 12 is the number,
Understand.
and that's it, that's my opinion.
You're
No, I
thinking-
understand.
You're
I
thinking
understand.
in school terms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the teen is
Yeah,
13, 12 is.
Let me explain.
No,
It's not an
13.
argument. It's a matter of marketing. And
Right,
when you put a number, you have to think and look at what, when you put teen, oh, I know, teen. That's like
And we
somewhere
agreed
between
that this was
11
supposed to
to
be an
16.
adult program anyway, we wanted to focus on the adults first. So let's just say teen and adults with special needs, teens and adults. And it's at youth center, February 26th, 4:30 to 5:30, and the why.
Oh, the open house
Yeah.
wasn't 4:30 to 5:30. The classes are 4:30 to 5:30.
Whoa, what was the open house?
from 4 to 6, is what you guys decided.
The old
It's
minutes.
from 4 to 6, but it's for setup. It's really 4:30 to 5:30.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, 'cause I remember having a 2-hour, that's why I was like, hold on, let me. okay.
Cause I went, 4 o'clock, that means I gotta get out of school and run.
The why is going to be that little description that you're looking for. What is this providing? What is it gonna happen? I need a summary. So a very quick summary that basically says something along the lines of, we're trying to open up. What did you say?
Provide skills and capabilities for the special needs population to improve their quality of life
Write that down
through
here.
martial arts training.
On the
That's our
bottom?
mission. I can do it right there in my sleep. Right, that's our mission.
No, I wish it was. That's what I was looking for. So write it there, and then that's gonna be what's on the flyer. And the invitation is, here's what's happening, here's why it's happening, please come. And it'll say on the bottom,
Refreshments,
refreshments.
very
food-
important.
Food and refreshments will be provided along with your opportunity to register for the program.
Yes,
That way, we're sending everybody to the event, they have to go to get registered, and that's
so
all.
we're letting them know everything that they could do that specific
We'll
thing.
type everything up in a Word document for you and
Yes.
email it to you.
I just wrote one, but I'm putting first the event on the calendar before I
But
send
I'm
it.
guessing okay,
It's to send it, I'm emailing
Jonathan, already?
Jonathan and copying John, so John can submit everything.
Perfect.
Now,
Yes,
do we
And that way
have,
it's just in one.
Yes, Gabby, yes.
do we have to mention that it's, the classes are given by
Free.
Sense,
So we say free, okay.
Sensei and RBT,
Well, no, we'll discuss all that when they get there. That's what your flyer will come in. My suggestion for your flyer should be highly focused on what the program is. And why you're offering it and what the benefits are that come with it. That includes, we're gonna have an RBT on hand. It's gonna be a 10-week program, and the goal is to help you connect, whatever.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you can't put the town of Miami Lakes.
Oh, no, just again, I'm not, that has done, no one, no one has seen it.
Now
I
you
just
know.
started
Now
here,
you
so you
know.
can tell me this, yes, this, no, this, that,
Okay,
et
is there
cetera.
anything that we're
can,
missing?
No, you
Right.
could, no, hold on, you actually could do the town logo, but what you would have to do is you have to put this whole thing together, and then submit it to.
Yeah, they
Gabby,
really have,
and
they have
they
to
get
approve it,
approval.
yeah, every municipality has the legal
And then
say,
you can
yeah, you
get
can
that.
use this graphic, not that graphic, not that
We have
seal,
to
this
make the
seal,
price.
yes, I know.
Price of what?
Your flyer.
No, there's no price, we're paying for everything.
Do we
Yeah, but
have
do
to
we put
mention the
provided
price?
free,
Mention,
Provided or sponsored or
no
something?
cost to
Can you
you.
read that, Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, that's perfect. There, no cost, non-contact karate program for teens and
Any
adults.
other information that's
That's,
important?
is there anything we're missing, Gabby?
Um,
know-
one moment.
Like Francisco, Vivian, somebody, and
While she's looking that up, I need to know about the space. I need to know, what do you want to present? Do you want to present on the screen or do you want to do an actual demonstration?
If it's an hour and the space is, I haven't seen the space at the
Think
center.
of it this way, let's just say this is your space and you have an hour and the hour is gonna consist of 15
Does the
minutes
youth center have a
of
projection
people
on
coming
TV?
in and coming and leaving.
And
And
each end and then half hour in the middle.
yeah, half hour in the middle, because you got 15 minutes, you have people coming in, eating and snacking,
And
talking
before
and
John
conversing, and then you
presents
do
it
like
out,
about a 30-minute presentation.
Oh, I have
There's
videos,
no
so I don't have
We
to
just
do whatever,
think they
I
would
have
be-
plenty of material online, so I can just use the screen better.
Okay.
And that way,
Does,
it's just a thousand
yeah.
words.
So
Yeah, I
you,
think that'll
you
be
want a
fine.
screen then?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what we'll do. Okay, how many tables do we need to have?
Okay, hold on, I'm sorry. Can we finish with one?
We
thing?
are at 6:48.
I understand, but that's why we're trying to get one thing out and
I'm
done.
trying to get it all done. We still have an entire list of things to do.
And that is just as important, but you can do that separate from this.
You wanna,
This,
Yes,
I thought I had to have this done right now.
you wanna
You
wine?
can send that to me.
yes.
I mean, the
You
only
don't
thing
need one
that,
for food,
You wanna-
yeah, so food, you don't have to worry about right now.
the table, the
You
tables.
just need to have an estimate of, like, if you need IT or something and all of that, so just like the general cost. But before we go there, okay,
You still need a wine?
February 26th.
Yeah.
You still
Okay,
need a wine?
from 4 to 6 is reserved, but it's really the event
I-
4:30 to 5:30.
Okay,
And the classes are set to begin on the 11th of March.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 4:30 to 5:32. The times.
no, I'm saying on the flyer.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
And that's why we did the time of the open house the same, so it would be symmetrical. That's not even,
it's okay, I understand.
it's okay, we understand.
Okay, Open house, February 26th, 4:30 to 5:30. Classes begin, March 11th.
Mhm.
Thank
4:30 to 5:30 Mondays. More information coming later about
No, we need
the
to-
exact dates and all that other stuff.
I know we need to
We need to
motion.
motion, right? Okay.
Okay, that's for what they were asking.
Right.
You, there's that. Registration, that's something will be taken care of. So,
I'll also be taking care of having RDT.
Yeah.
So you put in the list.
And this is outside of the conversation, but I assume what would be is that you would hire the RBT. And then, and you would provide the RBT and then you would send the bill.
Yeah.
To the town for the total amount and we're the ones paying him for that total amount.
I don't know.
That's what Arts for Autism does. So that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, well,
So once we know the total cost, once you've found somebody and you've got an agreement, you have to let us know what that total cost is gonna be so that we as a board can vote for that amount to be paid to you. And then you can submit the invoice once it's approved.
Now we need to either call either a special call or we need to have it already by March 4th. I don't know if that's enough time. I mean,
Well, it has to be.
actually, because keep in
March-
mind, our meeting will be that Wednesday.
That's what I'm saying, like, we should, that Wednesday. By that Wednesday, the sixth,
Should
Yeah,
be.
should be.
That's the
The
meeting.
sixth, the day of
submit
the
that,
meeting.
yeah, we would need an invoice basically, so we know how much to give you.
Pro forma invoice by.
The sixth, that night,
Of you and also the
The
RBT.
26th or
Already.
6th of-
the sixth of March.
Oh,
Aim for February 29th to give you enough time
yeah,
in case you're running behind. So it's not last.
Yeah.
I just, that's a 29, because I need that today.
okay, so you'll be providing the invoice for the RBT and for the classes in general. And
So two
registration,
separate invoices.
yes,
Okay. Two separate.
and registration.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, I don't think that are you gonna charge registration?
No.
Fees? No, so he's just gonna do the registration. No
taking care
fee.
of
Correct.
So like all the forms in general.
Yeah.
So
And then anything else that needs to be hashed out, the contract and all of that, that would be, he would have to contact Parks and Recs.
Yes.
Okay.
You can,
The contact you, okay.
Or
okay.
her.
Yes,
Yes.
if you could share it, please, or if
Yes.
not. Yeah, so. Then
Hmm.
I think that is, let me go back to the email.
Yeah, I remember this very vividly. We've already approved the budget for the open house.
Right?
We've also
I believe
approved
it's
the budget.
500,
Yeah, and we also approved the budget for the classes.
1,500.
Yeah, because we assumed for 10 people for 10 weeks, and I think we said we approved those. So those two are actually done. We would need to approve the RBT. That's one we haven't done. Because we didn't know what that would cost.
And later on, the geese, what is it?
Geese.
The
Uniforms.
geese, yeah, the uniforms. Okay,
That's right.
now, you got all your answers?
I think so, it's just,
Okay.
I just need to let them know this and then the information for the flyer.
Okay, and then we're set. And then he'll be providing his part. Now my question, any of this need a motion?
Yes.
Yes,
The change of the dates too. Right?
and if there's any moving of dollars,
Just sent you her information.
There won't be right now. Because all the other two ones, the other two were already approved. And they are in the correct spots. It's the RBT number that we don't have, so we can't do that one until March.
do you need that approved by council?
No, because that was part of the agreement that we wrote in the contract. It was in the contract that these were the things that we were what we needed to pay for to provide, but we haven't gotten an answer as to the cost, so we didn't write it out. So when
And
March,
we're waiting for the agreement too.
yeah, so that's something that they, once Parks and Rec has already approved it, the only thing we had to do was approve the fund allocation for it. Which we couldn't have an answer to until we know what it costs to hire an RVP.
Even though I think when we did the number, we exaggerated it a little bit, just in case it was a little bit more, so we should be within that threshold.
I think so. But remember, now our budget is gonna be approved for a total amount out of there instead of the individual amounts, because that's what you had me change. And then, so now, like, whatever that number is, let's just say that number in that program is $6,000. It doesn't matter what we pick out for to use for this program. The program's been approved and our funding's been approved.
All right, so we're done with that.
So right now,
So I
I
think we're,
Motion?
I need to make a motion that we're moving the open house to February 26th and starting classes on March 11th.
I second.
All those in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Motion.
Francisco, I puse la firma.
Thank you.
February 26th.
No problem.
We're going back and
No, and I agree with you
Open house.
because in project management, you need to finish one direction, then go to another direction. Otherwise, you end up with loose ends so many places that you end up going crazy.
Manny's like, I need you to come over here right now. Like, I'm in the middle of the meeting.
We're 30 to 5:30, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
everything regarding the DOTA program.
Yeah, the
yes,
open house itself, 4:30 to 5:30.
Is there any meetings
Classes
after us?
also.
no,
Okay,
okay, thank you, Sensei.
Thank you,
Do you have any questions for us?
I will. Right now, my question is, when can I see the space? Because I don't know what the schedule at the center is, because I stopped by last week. But there were some people working outside, nobody had access to the space. And I didn't want to bother workers, like, let me just walk around, because I know they're not responsible for the space, so I didn't want to put them in the situation.
And
But what's the schedule of the space when there is somebody there, that I just want to take a look and, you know.
and the location's the one by the police
station.
department
Yes.
on
You,
Miami Lakeway North?
Miami Lakeway Drive, Miami
Miami
Lakes
Lake
Drive.
What is
Drive,
the exact address of that one, just so I,
It's the youth center.
around the corner
you
from my
center
house.
east or you center?
I don't
He's
think
looking
there's
at us.
two.
you know where the picnic park
But I will
is?
let you know.
Yes, that one, that's the one I went to. The one
It's
picnic
the
park right
picnic
next to
park,
it.
right,
Yeah,
it's actually, right over here.
And there's a little.
Behind
sister
the
next to it
marathon.
As well.
no.
No,
Sixty-
that's Veterans Park.
It's 6075 Miami Lakes Drive.
This one's right next.
And this is Picnic
Miami-Dade
Park
East.
East,
And it's called Town of Miami Lakes.
the other one's Picnic Park West.
Not anymore, it's Veterans Park. They
Yeah,
changed
but,
the name of it 2 years ago.
Veterans Park's on the other side.
but it's still Picnic Park West, it's Veterans Park, it has like 4 names.
This
Mary
is-
Golden.
All right, next.
Okay, committee meeting.
Okay, the committee report,
you.
did
Oh,
everybody?
yes. you
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
Thank you very
You're-
much. for your
you're-
time, and
you're-
thank you very
you're-
much. And again, she has all my contact information, she gave me yours, so I'll be in touch with you, I will be in touch with you.
Yes.
And please, any comments on that flyer, please let me know and I'll.
Is your email on here?
The
Is
flyer.
this
That
info,
was-
can
yeah.
I email that?
Yeah.
We can, and you guys, I'll scan this and send you a text and just look through it and we'll put.
Just remember, that's meant to be wrong, so make all the corrections you need.
No worries.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Very much. We appreciate it.
Okay, committee report, I don't actually see it attached here.
No, I did not put it. I can make copies.
We already approved it, I just wanted everyone to see what I changed in the numbers,
um,
the
So we
numbers.
don't have one printed out at all?
No,
Not
but
even
I-
one?
But what I have to do is I'm gonna have to change
Thank
it.
you
very
much.
I have to change the dates for the open house, that's it. But the only thing that's changed is the numbers.
Can you project it?
No,
yes, but it might not be very easy to see.
Okay. Not a word?
I mean, obviously, you guys saw
Can
it
we-
last time.
Can we like move on while she prints it
Yeah,
and discuss other things?
but cause I don't think I don't even know if we even needed to review it, I just put it on there because I thought it was important. All right, bi-monthly workshops, I don't want to do anything on this today, I want to set up a subcommittee. As we need to do this workshop, we need to sit down as a group and not have anything else to talk about. So,
Tonight.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
On that, cause I had an idea, to have a workshop. Not a workshop, but a form of a workshop, I guess. At one of the, meetings that they have, the Miami Lakes Chamber of Commerce. They meet every month, they do a luncheon. So I thought maybe for April, which is Autism Awareness Month, we could have a speaker. They always have a guest speaker at their luncheons. we could have a speaker go and speak to all the business owners of Miami Lakes about inclusion, about, hiring people with special needs. So, I went ahead and I contacted the Chamber of Commerce to see if there was any interest there before I brought it to you guys. And there was, I spoke with Mr. Sentra, Fred Sentra, and, he, he thought it was a great idea. I told him, we're gonna be having our meeting. I'll let you know what comes of it. I thought we could have Miss Audrey speak. She has a great presentation on that, or maybe Ivan from Card. Like, we have plenty to pick for people to pick from. And I think that's something that would be super easy, they just go and speak. It's bringing
Oh, yeah.
huge awareness to all the
Yes.
business
I love it.
leaders.
You don't even have to bring that up. You can actually go ahead and do those things. That's like what Manny told me about that podcast he wants me to do. As long as individually you want to put something like that together, you don't even need to vote on that because we're not spending any money on it.
Well,
So,
we have to spend money on it because we have to pay the speaker.
oh, they don't want to volunteer their time to speak?
I mean, I don't know.
So
Yeah,
I mean, typically
What
it's
a-
a volunteer
put
thing.
a proposal together of what it is, and March 6th meeting, we vote on it and decide and all. that.
I just wanted to know before I move on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, great.
yeah, I think they should volunteer, and if we have to pay something, might be the luncheon, which is like, what, 30 bucks? 20, 30 bucks?
Typically, they,
Like
they-
for
when
us
you
to
have,
attend
for us to attend, we might
Oh.
be able, we might have to
Yeah,
pay.
it's
Yeah.
not a date, so it's.
and maybe pay for the speaker.
But we might
Of
also,
course.
Yeah.
if we could do that, we could pay for all of us to attend and the speakers to
At what
attend.
time is it though?
It's
Yeah.
like 11, I think, it
11:30.
is. 11:30 to 2 PM, to 1 PM.
We'll take a vote of who can go and we'll make sure we
Okay.
hit the numbers.
Okay.
And maybe
But
if
that
if
sounds
the,
great. I think that's an.
Yes.
No, it's a
excellent
cool
idea.
event. I've
And the
been to
chamber-
a few and
So-
they do them here at Shula's
Correct.
Hotel.
Yeah.
And then on the 6th, we make it official.
I think that's good.
Okay.
So then, for the
And that
rest
can
of the,
count as one of our workshops.
Correct.
Yep.
So instead of March, that'll be our workshop.
we can still do one in March and do one. I mean, I wanted to do one every month, but that works for me. I mean, you guys want to do a subcommittee though on the rest of
I
it?
think since March, we're starting the dojo program. I mean, we're doing a lot in March. I don't know.
It's fine.
I mean, it's up to,
That's fine. We can move March to April.
And for us to have a workshop in March,
we would have to,
I already had done it. I mean, or planned it.
Yes, you're right.
yeah, because we
Yeah.
need
So-
to have time
Yeah.
to promote at least a month.
We have a lot of other.
We would have
things
had
going
to
on.
go
With
today.
Pain with a twist, we have a lot of things.
Yeah,
going on.
Okay. No, that's perfectly fine. So, when can we meet next to do a discussion on the rest of them into 2025? So we can have them planned out and done.
That would be up to the town to give us dates of when it's available.
You want to stick with our meeting time that we do here on Wednesdays at 5:30?
Yes, I just need to, well, I mean.
That was quick, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I
it has to
think
be that.
Our new
that's
chair
it.
board is saying yes.
Let me double check, but, if that's what you would like, yes, I'll check. Just one moment, I'm emailing and
While
I'm
you're
listening
looking,
and
You don't have to
We have
sound so
the 21st.
excited, you know, like, yes.
if it's open, the 21st would work great because it's, the 14th is Valentine's Day and the 28th is a week before our next
Week before.
meeting. So if
What are
you're
we talking about?
Exactly, I'm lost too.
for
He
subcommittee
wants a subcommittee
Oh,
on this, on the special, on the workshop.
on the workshop.
So we can sit down, plan the rest of them out, hire who we need to hire.
You know who we can use for that workshop?
Who?
If Ms. Audrey can do it, we can use Paula. Talk about the therapies and the benefits of therapy services for kids with special needs.
So you'll be here for the subcommittee meeting.
Yeah.
I think I like Ivan for it, just because since he does that
That too.
safety thing with businesses.
yeah.
I don't know,
Well, let's see, I would have to see if he's available for the date.
yeah. Okay, next.
We're just waiting for the date.
Oh, sorry, I'm just,
Cause everything
Is
else,
there a meeting after us?
No.
What I do,
this
what I do have to.
28th is a week before our next meeting. We can do that one too, but that's why I suggested the 21 because it's in between. Does 21 not work for you?
Yeah, no, either one. I just wanna know.
I'm
which one
checking
we're
the
picking, so I
calendar
better put it in my calendar.
because our cultural affairs committee meeting is happening either that Wednesday or Thursday.
And something that we need to, would be nice too, March 11th, the day the classes start, it would be nice for
Us
at
to do
least one or two, if not all, can be there, just to the
Welcome.
initiation, the
Yeah.
welcome, yeah. And to give the students, right, the keys.
Okay,
Oh, no, it wouldn't be in the first
No,
class, it would be the
no.
second.
Yeah, it'll be the second. Cause we
Well,
don't know who,
But
what,
that's
where
just something
sizes.
to think about,
Yeah.
okay, so we can. In our next meeting.
no, Manny's got a special needs event happening at the cafe and he wants me to go speak to this event now.
Okay.
Cause the board's meeting's supposed to be over. Like, I could let her finish, but these are all in my head. I can't
Oh.
expect her to understand them,
I do have to know as well, so.
so we're gonna have to move things, just give up.
Okay, you want it, the subcommittee for
The 21st,
February, no, March. No,
no, February.
You said February 21st.
7 PM is Youth Activity Task Force.
But 5:30, the 7 is open.
one moment.
And
The 21st is available.
Okay, let's do it.
our meeting's the 22nd, got it.
Everyone available for the 21st?
I am.
Going in my calendar, so.
Okay, so I want to motion that we set up a subcommittee to discuss the bi-monthly workshops and the upcoming events calendar, which is
6D.
6D and 6F.
Oh,
And we'll be,
Exactly.
those will be moving to the subcommittee.
Bi-monthly workshops and what else?
What is it?
6D and 6F.
6D and 6F are gonna be, are gonna be our subcommittee to the subcommittee meeting on February 21st.
Okay, just saying.
Yes.
Second
All those in favor?
motion. Aye.
Did anyone second?
Yeah,
I do.
yes.
Oh,
Any other twists?
6E.
Anything new on that? We've signed the contract, the money's been paid, we picked out the art. Flyers are out, registration is already underway. And,
Do we know how many we have?
There she goes, her hands up.
Well, you can finish.
no, go ahead, I'm done.
Okay.
And Gabby's next.
So, I've had people reach out because our, registration, Eventbrite is, so it's max 50. You said 10 for the public, and so far, those 10 have
Gone.
already, yes, not available anymore. And you have
40.
35 people that have already signed up
So we got 5 spots
as
left.
of this morning,
35, not including the 10.
including the 10,
Oh, okay, so we have 15 spots available.
yes.
I saw that
So-
Arts Hope for Autism sent their email out yesterday, letting everybody know they need to sign up. So,
Okay, anything else on that one?
Yes, well, so that's just me letting you know, but I have received an email from people that would like to sign up, that it says that it's unavailable. I don't know. You all said to just leave it at 10 for the public. But
the time that
Just
that
let
would
me know.
change is what we said was 5 days before the event. You could reach back out and say the spot's open if you would like it,
Yeah,
but I
Yeah,
imagine
I
between now and
think
then
that-
it's gonna.
yeah.
fail.
Yeah,
I
just-
think we need to allow more time.
yeah,
For
especially that
special
Miss
needs
Audrey
families,
emailed, sent out
I
that
don't
email
know
yesterday.
if
right now we have
Flatty
food.
has sent it, I don't know if Flatty has sent it to Gigi's.
I haven't even shared it with some of the kids at,
Trust me, it'll.
So currently, right now,
So
we
It'll
don't
be
have
fine.
an option unavailable.
I never shared it or told anyone because
To
I thought
release
we would have
more
been
to the
full by
public.
now, but if we
Right
have
now,
50
currently,
spots
we're
left.
unavailable to release.
Does everybody agree by, what, 5 days before the event? If it
Yeah.
doesn't fill up,
That's it.
you can, and let the people know that have emailed you. You can tell them right now there's a waiting list, but if someone cancels, we'll let you in.
5 days is Monday. Just let you know, 5 days Monday.
Is 5 good? Or
Yeah.
wanna do earlier?
Yeah, yeah, because on Saturday, there was a lot of kids that were not in, dance class. I don't know, something was going on, so.
So that they have
I
another
know this
weekend.
Saturday, right, so there's, you know,
So on Monday,
Why don't we say Wednesday? So it's 3 days.
Yeah,
So
I,
Wednesday,
I know I have like 3 or 4 kids that would love to.
yeah, I'm sure
if
they'll
it's
fill up.
not full by Wednesday, 9 AM, 10 AM,
Open it up to, yeah, 10 a.m.
Wednesday.
Whenever you get in. Is anything else with that program?
The
Everything's all
remaining,
good?
spots will be
everything's
open.
good. Who is going to the event?
I can't. go.
Here,
But the dojo,
no.
Painting with a Twist? that's next Saturday.
No,
This
the
Saturday.
other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next Saturday is the 10th.
This Saturday is the
I'm
10th.
Yeah,
just
this
saying,
Saturday,
because it
so-
could get, that could get confusing.
Yeah, you confused me on that one.
I'm just,
So that he-
Saturday.
so this
Not
Saturday is the
Friday,
10th,
The
then it's the
next
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Just, you
I
know,
won't be able to go. It's my son's birthday and I have Claudia set up a plan at 12 o'clock. I didn't know.
Look, you guys put this up for my birthday.
We thought it.
really.
It's Saturday.
happy birthday.
Okay.
I know you're going, right?
Okay,
Right, go.
I will be going. My daughter has a karate competition. It should be done early though. Usually we're there at 8 in the morning, so I'm pretty sure I'll be done, but I will be there.
So right now it's you.
No, I will be there too.
The
Um,
reason being because I need somebody to pick up balloons. I can pick up all the food. I need someone to pick
Where are the
up
balloons at?
balloons, Party City.
Party City, where's the Party City on here? Oh, and 186?
Yeah, that's usually where I get them.
I can go pick them up.
Actually, is Party City still open? Because I know.
Yeah,
I'm
why?
gonna
Yeah.
Meals, okay. What food are we getting?
Publix, the pizzas get delivered,
Right,
so we don't have to worry about that. And,
The rest of the food is.
and the rest of. the
I
food's
can
from
pick up the
Publix.
Publix, if I live right here,
I
on the way to, Painting with a Twist.
Okay, so then I can pick up the balloons.
Unless Francisco is
I
volunteering.
can, if you need help, I can go pick, I can help pick something up, that's.
Okay.
that's-
You'll be the backup, because you still need also be at the
Yeah,
setting up.
yeah,
So he's gonna do the balloons, you'll tell him where, when, who, what, where. I'll do the food, you tell me who, what, where. And then you go straight to and set up and do what you have to do. Then Jesse arrives after, I'm gonna be there. Of course, bring the food. So you know what I'm saying? Is that good?
yeah.
That way it frees you up from running around and what if this, there's
Yeah.
something, we need somebody at the location first.
I can help out, I have a van, so I mean, you know, so I can help out, but it has to be early, I just realized I am dropping my car at the mechanic that same day.
At what time?
I don't have a time, I can drop it off, but obviously the earlier I drop it off, the better.
What
The
time
event is at
We're doing my
1:30.
brakes and the shock absorbers.
The event is at
So
1:30.
one.
I saw, it. Didn't the flyer say 1:30?
I thought it was 1:30.
What?
I thought I,
Or maybe it is.
maybe I'm
Maybe
wrong.
it is, maybe I'm just thinking setup.
Yeah, it's set up at 1.
Yeah,
The event's
Well,
1:30.
if it's then picking up the food, I can confirm to all of it. If it's picking up the food, I can use my wife's car for that.
Balloons. I'm picking up food.
Oh,
She's got the food, you got the
Great.
balloons.
well, let me find out first where we're gonna get the balloons,
Okay.
because I don't know if,
But we'll communicate by
Yeah.
then.
but I'm pretty sure, that Party City is still open, no one.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, on the event.
my wife was asking me the other day as well.
1 o'clock. On the event, right?
And Eventbrite starts at 1, so that means we have to be there earlier.
So at 12:30 to set up. But I thought, so,
Okay. Got it? Balloons, food, arrange.
Well, I'm bringing like the centerpieces.
It's
that we
open.
got For the first one that I still
And
have.
apparently that Party City's open,
And you-
because it says
Yes.
closes soon. no deal or no,
You can't really count on that, but then, yes, I know they're open because, we just bought something last Tuesday, which is yesterday.
So you're gonna help make sure that it gets organized, right? Cause what I had suggested,
All the food.
no, I know that, but what I had suggested was that you break it off by ages.
Right.
So that you had the younger kids in one
In
room
one
and
room
older
and
kids
the
in
other.
another.
More
Which
reason for
that's
her to be there
something-
earlier.
That's something that maybe next year. We can have the Eventbrite ask the question of age. So we know before, because right now we don't know what if everybody who signed up is, which is
That's a
fine.
good
I
idea.
mean, it's
That's a good
fine,
idea.
but, you know,
Okay,
so we
All
can
right.
keep that in mind for next. year.
good news, Manny just texted me and they've moved the program, the thing, and now it's gonna start at 8:30 instead of 7.
Okay.
And he wants everyone to come, if you can. I don't know what on earth he's doing, but he's doing some presentation to a bunch of autism moms.
Yeah, I got the invitation, but I couldn't go because of this.
Where?
It's a French cafe.
Ah, okay,
Hawaii, gee.
So after we're done here, we can go, I'm wearing shorts.
okay. G,
Sponsorship package. We were just gonna discuss how to put one together.
I'm sorry. This is done. Those are just where you did painting with a twist.
Yeah.
It's just the spots. And then you'll email me like the food and everything else. Okay.
Yeah.
So you, I think deferred upcoming events
Yeah,
to the
upcoming-
subcommittee.
yes.
Okay.
The subcommittee is gonna we're gonna work on the final
D and F.
worksheet and the event.
We're
They're
moving.
one and the same.
D and F were moved.
Okay, hold on a second, because
Which,
you
yes, we're gonna,
still have time. And it's in the committee report. The Arts for Autism Resource Fair. April 13th.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you want to make a motion, or if you just want to wait until the 21st.
Wait, I'm
make a motion
confused.
for it?
But the
Where are you getting
21st,
that from?
Because she emailed us.
the 20, we can't leave it for the 21st because it's subcommittee, so
So,
we
yes,
can't vote. So
Right.
if we want to do it from now, promote it before our next meeting, then we should vote today.
Cause our
So
next
you
meeting is
still-
March.
March 6th.
have time, but it's something that you would need to,
But what
If
do we
you're-
need to vote for that date?
well, just that you will be. Are you partnering with them or no?
Yeah,
Then, I mean, it's included, but
because I mean, we already allocated money for it.
yes. So it would
So
just
what
be
are-
any details if you need flyers or anything like that.
Yeah, we can do on the
But we can
21st.
discuss it on March sixth or,
You can discuss it at the subcommittee meeting, and then you can't vote on
okay,
anything.
right,
Right. Okay.
cause that's part of the workshops and discussions and plannings and events and subcommittee.
You know, it makes sense for us to
Yeah.
discuss it and iron it out and then come back on the 6th and have the
And
answers
then,
ready to
and
go.
then go.
Make sure you have it on the agenda.
I put it right here.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so sponsorship package, we can skip to next meeting. Special needs podcast, we can skip to next meeting. I'm putting a motion together, hang on.
Yeah, but don't make it too long, because then it's,
Yeah, because I have to write.
Yeah, the field trip, that's gonna go in the
Okay,
subcommittee meeting.
so
we
I'm
can
gonna go ahead
Add
and
that
do
to your
this.
motion.
I'm gonna make 2 motions. The first motion is to move sponsorship package, special needs podcast. These are 6G, 6H,
Wait, 6A,
G, and H,
6G and H.
along with 7A to March 6th.
and the 7C as well.
That's a different date. That's the
And
second.
the second motion.
So the first
7A.
First
to-
motion is, first motion is 6G, 6H, and 7A are being moved to March 6th meeting.
Oh, got it, sorry.
Do I have a second?
Second,
Good
good one.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I also make a motion to move 7C to the subcommittee meeting on the 21st. Second,
Second.
Vivian. All those in favor?
Aye.
No.
Wait, hold on.
I
It's- You've got to
Missed
catch up.
everything
Let 'em catch up.
entirely.
I'm gonna, you go ahead and catch up. How did you find the sheet for the committee report?
To
Oh, I
move
have it.
7-1-7B?
I was emailing everyone.
7, which one?
Item, which one, the first one or the
Oh,
second?
the second one.
7C.
Item 7C,
Okay. To
move
move C2?
the subcommittee meeting
On the 21st.
on February 21st.
Vivian second.
On February 21st. Wait 1 second, Okay. We're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
While she's still looking up the information. Mayor's Gala update. The date has been announced. I don't know if you've seen the emails.
Yes,
Not one.
No.
I already have it on my calendar.
The date is out for the Mayor's Gala and it is. September 28th, 6:30 to 11. And. Manny has requested that I have a meeting with the grant companies to see about moving it to Miami Lakes Hotel. He's supposed to be organizing the meeting so that we can talk about having them donate the ballroom space. He wants it there. I said, "Oh, you like my idea?" And he goes, "Yeah, I liked my idea." Like, my idea. Let's remember who said it first.
Competition.
So I'm going to have, I don't know when the meeting's gonna happen, but we're gonna have a meeting with someone, try and get it donated. The
Oh, it'll
ballrooms.
be both sides.
Yes, the whole side. We'd be taking over the whole hotel.
Yeah, cause one side is too small.
Which is, this is a really good opportunity for them to be involved.
There's the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one.
Do we have a theme?
I'll be right back.
No, we did not.
Um,
Just pick the date, not a theme. So we are just gonna be waiting on that meeting. I'll let you know when that meeting takes place. And what the result is from the grants. Hopefully they all say yes. But,
Hopefully it's a keyword.
well, this was a discussion that Vivian and I had when we went to the rewards ceremony thing that we went to last year.
Volunteer, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
right.
volunteer.
You were there too, weren't you? Yes, you were.
Sir,
We talked about it, like. Having it in the, felt more prestigious, and it also, when you consider the fact that. Hialeah just had theirs at the freaking racetrack. The Robert Alonzo Center doesn't feel so good. So hopefully this is gonna be, okay, we'll see.
Yeah, and there was no air conditioning issues there.
No. And we'll have,
Won't have to spend money on that.
right, we just have more logistics to do because we're gonna need to submit the plan and they have to approve it,
It's a tax write-off for them.
And the last thing that we have to do is the committee report. We're just waiting on her to bring the sheet. While we're doing it, any announcements? I have written down everything I can think of, and I will take this home tonight and then,
oh, you discuss that if you want. The thing.
Okay. the thing, I've already put on here 1 cooler with ice for the drinks,
Mhm.
tables.
We need, how much food? We need, how many
2
tables?
tables for.
Rectangular?
That's what I'm thinking too. And 1 table for our table.
Right, and let's say
And a table
one
for
extra
registration.
table for registration.
Okay,
and
so
say
4
about his
rectangles.
flyers and.
4 tables. Do we need tablecloths on them?
Yes.
Well, we have our own,
Yeah,
and at least 3, just in case.
Yeah,
that's it, that's
That's
Yeah.
what we keep here.
I just wrote tablecloths. There we go. Chairs. Are there chairs in that place?
I'm under the assumption from my other committee, you gotta put it down. If they're shared,
Yeah.
perfect, but if you don't put it down, there's no guarantee.
How many chairs?
Well, we're thinking about,
It's for Mac.
30.
how many of us are 6? 10,
20.
10-20 for the parents. 26, 30, 40. The grade safe. Sensei or somebody else shows up, maybe more than.
Or what, I think there's gonna be more standing than sitting, it's not like
Yeah.
the workshop, so I was just thinking.
But when he gives a presentation, they're probably gonna wanna sit.
And how many people are gonna show up? I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't know how big that place is. Maybe.
It's not that big.
It's not that big,
I think,
don't they have a little
Oh,
cafe area that's already got tables and chairs there, little round tables and chairs?
but they have very few.
They have very few,
Yeah.
so why don't we
I
just put
remember
down
those are
15?
high, so for some people, it may not be easy to sit there.
Let's do 15. Half of
15 more chairs,
chairs.
say like at least 25.
We fit 25 chairs in that building
Yes.
Yeah.
with all
Yes,
the pinball
because they
machines
have
and all that.
There's another
There,
room.
there's a, exactly,
Yeah.
there's a room there.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, so
Well,
you
no
know
wonder I
where
don't
we
know what you-
were?
No, I never.
That's
never been back
probably why
there.
you were thinking, so you know
Yeah.
where we were, right, in that area?
Yeah.
Where we set up, okay, there's a room right there.
Oh,
So this is the door to go
Right.
out, there's one right there,
all right, then
That's where the
25.
classes should be held.
correct?
That's where they're gonna be
Yeah.
held? Okay,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
25
But the
then.
other, or area is more like a rec room.
Yeah, like an
That they
area.
have
what I was thinking, I'm like-
table,
I'm thinking
they
about,
have
like, Where the heck are these people
basketball
planning to
thing,
put all these chairs?
Yeah,
Okay, so 25?
Yes.
yeah.
I have to.
Oh, wait, let's finish this though.
You have.
We have to look at this and then you have to go.
Yes, this is technically fine, but you just didn't say how much,
How much what?
like this one, like it's just like the actual number, like you didn't say like. You got like 32,000 from that one?
Yeah.
You didn't break it down like 10,000 for, that's only you'll end up with a total of this much.
They want me to say that too.
What?
Right?
What?
I think
I
that,
thought we were
doesn't that
just-
add up?
Well, yes, just it doesn't show like the numbers that exist right now for,
Do you like me to put
'Cause
in
those-
parentheses the
I think
numbers
what
that
you're
we're
trying to
adding
say
in?
is, we don't have the money allocated yet. So
Yeah,
the
so this
money
is
that
just
we
showing
have
you,
at the
like-
moment is not that, this is what's gonna happen once the money gets allocated.
yes, so you will end up with 80,000. Right now you have 48,000
Mhm.
around there.
Oh, okay. I can do another block and do one that says current and one that
Uh-huh.
says incoming from Gala. Is that what you're saying? Break
You
it
can-
down, totals?
I don't remember how you did it,
Cause the way they told me
last
was to
April.
not do, they didn't want to see all the breakdowns of the different.
No,
programs.
but it would just be. You have right now
Like,
this one, like.
You're asking me what I
4,000.
did in last April. I just added it into the line. I didn't adjust.
So
it.
you did this same thing?
Yeah, the only thing
Okay.
that was different here was I had numbers along the side that were in parentheses that showed how much we were planning to spend.
Okay, if
Okay.
anything, then I guess, maybe like at the next, Regular meeting?
I'll do that. I'll put it back in. I'll put the numbers in parentheses that show how much is gonna be spent for the year.
In the minutes, we broke down the
Oh, it
additional
is?
money.
it's written down like 5,000 into this bucket and
Yes.
this or line item.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then, that's fine.
But this is in the minutes.
Yes,
Okay.
it's more for when
Council. asked
council
for it.
approves this. I mean, if you have that, that would be better, so you can explain that like. That like $5,000 will be added to community awareness. And
That's why I
if
said,
you want.
you want me to just split them out and put the total amount with the total and here, current and expected with the numbers that are supposed to be inputted.
Current, future?
So this is basically expected.
No, no, no.
Exactly,
Then
so
this is
then,
right.
to put the current,
No, it would just be like 10,000, 5,000, whatever.
that was
equals
allocated
10,000.
to that,
Yes,
okay.
Which is this.
yes.
In these two columns. I need to break.
I don't know if this is what you did in April, they didn't say anything that was wrong with the way that those numbers looked.
Yeah,
because
but
we
you're
had the
saying they
minute.
want this.
Well, that's what I didn't remember. I didn't remember if, because it was only one thing that here you put in kind of like what hasn't been put yet, but it will be when carry forward happens. So I think that's fine.
Okay.
Have this, so if they ask you,
Oh, to just
but
take
this
this
is
and put,
mostly for finance. and
how about I
budget.
just take that and put it in the description? For our budget, we had a check presented with the gala of this number, and we broke it down by putting those numbers.
Included in those figures are the blah, 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 which is this,
Okay,
right? Is that good? Included in those
Even
figures.
though that's just mostly needed for when they will, once council approves it, that's what they're gonna ask you for. The minutes where it was approved, like the exact amount.
But you're also saying that we need to put this on there somewhere, or be prepared to.
I'm
discuss
gonna
it?
put it in the comment section. You know, that little thing I write on the back here?
I think that's better, because if they
Which
see
you
too many
need to
numbers,
change the
they're
date.
not
I
gonna,
will.
because it's a lot.
So I'm gonna put in here, basically, we finalized our budget and we are set for the year. When we had a check of blah, blah, blah was added with the breakdown of this going here, this going here, this going here, which is equals our total of 80,000.
The only thing is that on Friday, the report was due. So I already submitted this.
Yeah.
Since it's just changing this part, maybe they can do it for you. I mean, like if you ask them, the clerk's office might
Okay,
be
I'll call them.
able to do it.
Is that Gina?
And Victoria, I'll send an email.
Yeah, can
No,
we have Gina call John, please?
Yeah, everyone's a little worried about that position that we're trying to get filled.
What, we need to change the dates also.
Yeah, I know that. I did it. I called them the very next day. I was, like I told you on the
No,
phone.
she, so staff reached out to her. And she said that she will not be able to continue as a member.
Okay. And I left Gina a voicemail telling her that we have an applicant who's applied, who has submitted their information, who we want to be picked by Lewis, who's going to be doing the picking. And we'd like it in the February meeting so that it could be done in time so that we can get somebody in here because we're a person short and Francisco does not want to continue being the secretary. But she's never answered my calls or returned my phone calls.
I don't know about that part because picking is all the council member that appointed that position.
Okay.
So the process has been done. We told them that, or that person resigned,
I would email.
So the councilman is,
but they are aware.
the
The clerk's
councilman
office
that,
It's
is
Lewis.
aware, they let them know already.
It's Lewis. I texted him the minute that Alexander told me she wasn't leaving, and he told me no problem, and I told him who we were wanting out of, as soon as he sees her name across his list on February, he would approve her. The only thing I don't know is if
how to get it
Gina.
on February, yeah.
Gina got that notice. Because she hasn't responded to me. I told her, I said, I left her a message and I sent her an email. I said, please look into your file of all the people that have applied to be on the SNAB board. Because Paula Gonzalez is the one we would like to see picked because she's ready to join right now and get to work. I don't know anyone who else is asked to join here. If you pick some random person we have no interest in, they're gonna come in here or not even come at all. So we're gonna be through this process all over again. Because there's been nobody else that's come to any of our meetings or spoke to us about wanting to actually be in here, but her. So,
Okay,
And
so you're checking dates?
I do have to go because I have to pick someone over at the airport at 8. So they already called me saying that they landed.
yeah, approved.
You gotta change the dates, right?
Yes, change it. I gotta
My
call,
dad just told me I landed.
I gotta call and change the dates. So
Yeah, he just flying
No, I'm saying
today,
on
flying
there.
back to Puerto Rico tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing a
I
later.
have to call them, they have to change it.
Okay, so let's finish it.
I don't think there's anything to approve for that.
That's the
Done.
only thing, then,
Then let's
well,
just-
just, or if you could send it to them.
Yeah, I will. All right, motion to, end this meeting at 7:34.
Second,
All those in favor?
I,
Motion ended.
We're doing really good today with the sections.